Greetings from beyond reality. I'm Scythe, bringing you another episode of Fate Extra. You can overcome break by using the attack command, aka paper. Yes, I have this explanation towards all of them. It's break is paper, attack is sword, not sword, scissors, and guard is rock. Oh look, here comes another program. You seem nervous. Perhaps you're anxious about fighting in another battle. Do not be alarmed. The enemy isn't strong enough to harm you. It is programmed to only use attack. While attack is opponent action, using guard will allow you to defend and then counterattack. Guard can be used to reduce the damage caused by an enemy attack. But I trust you know this. Guard will not only block an opponent's attack command, but also unleash a devastating counterattack. Now that you know how this battle will unfold, use the appropriate command to defeat the enemy program. So what is this, Tron? I miss this song so much. Critical! Yeah, all you get to do is watch your servant do all the work. Well, not really. Sometimes the opportunity presents itself for you to actually have an action in battle. Yes, that's exactly right. As you may have already noticed, performing 3 successful actions results in a chain. By performing multiple chain attacks, you can perform a devastating follow-up attack on your opponent. If you land 3 strikes in a row, you will perform an extra attack, which is a special additional attack. While doing multiple chain attacks in the heat of battle may be difficult, the results make it worth the effort. Now, please proceed. Nope, wrong way. Left. Wait. Right, left. What's with the camera controls? Ah, much better. Okay, so I had it wrong the first time. Interesting background. You should be already used to the fundamentals of battle by this point, but I'll walk you through this once last time. The program will only use guard, and do nothing in battle but defend against harm. But no matter how stout one's defense may be, they'll be knocked against for the break command. You can shatter the enemy's guard by using break. Remember, use the appropriate command for any given situation. I'll break him. Extra turn. I don't think I need to say that much today, but you know, keeping it interesting. You have been through 3 battles, and have used attack, guard, and break commands. Someone as intuitive and observant as you must already notice that each of the 3 attacks balances each other out, creating a situation where no attack is dominant. The 3 battle commands, attack, break, and guard, all have immutable relationships with each other, as noted in the diagram. What I just covered is the absolute basics of battle, and the minimum info you need to know. Once you master the basics, all what's left is to test yourself in battle and gain valuable experience. Now, please proceed. Fair enough. No map. Okay. What's this one gonna do? All the enemy programs you've faced so far only use one move, which won't happen in a real fight. Like you, your enemies will choose their actions based on the situation and general observation law. Their actions will be very difficult for you to predict at first. As you face the same enemy multiple times, you will be able to read their tendencies and patterns accurately. Or do it yourself. Probably faster to do it yourself, mind you. When you first enter battle, your opponent's move will be mostly hidden from you. Being able to guess your opponent moves with only a limited amount of info is the key to victory, and makes this game difficult as F. Although, concerning your lack of fighting experience, I may be expecting far too much from you. But anyway, please try your best. Ah, this is easy. Attack, break, guard. Guard, attack, break. Ouch. Gotcha. Yeah, it's like... I always do guard if I can't do anything else in battle, but I still correct myself if need be. Good job. Alright then, please proceed into the final room. And another long hallway! Whee! Hey, we're back at the cathedral. I made it! At the end of the very long road, after going through a door that suddenly appeared in the wall. The oppressive air that this place where the spirits of the dead still linger. Here is my goal. That's what I thought. Further in, it appears as if someone had collapsed. When I look into his face, it's a student who was following Leo just now. I call out to him, but I get no reply. I shake him in an attempt to wake him up, when I notice he is stone cold. I go as pale as the corpse before me, and can no longer think correctly. All I can do is stare in bewilderment. It is at this moment, his statue wakes up. Yeah, we get the idea. After having to fight several enemy programs to get here, it is obvious that this thing is an enemy as well. Without warning, it suddenly twists around me and comes right at me. Do I get a chance this time? I'll do that. Yes! No! Even. Ouch. 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 Wait. Ouch. Ouch. Crap. Ah, not again. Well, looks like the end. You seem to be lacking as well. I can hear the sound of a distant voice. The time has come. With your inevitable loss, I consider the round of preliminaries to be over. Farewell. I pray that you'll find peace in your annihilation. That is the voice's final words to me. I don't have the power to protest. All I can do is stare at the floor. I think I'm going to die here. Suddenly, at the edge of a now hazy vision, a number of brown-colored lumps seem to rise from the ground. Actually, it might be that I just noticed them now. They may have been there from the very beginning, for all I know. Those lumps are the bodies of an untold number of fallen students. The guy before me wasn't the only one to fall. All the others made it here and died, unable to do anything. In a very short while, I suppose I'll become one of them. Maybe I should just close my eyes now. I did all that I could, so maybe it'd be better for it to end now. I refuse to give up, though! I refuse to give up. I summon all my strength in an attempt to get back on my feet. However, as I try to move, an unbearably intense pain shoots throughout my entire body. That's how it's going to be? No, this is... I still refuse to give up! I don't want it to end like this. I cannot ignore the intense pain coursing throughout my body. I have reached a point where I can no longer see stars as my eyes feel like they're on fire. I feel like all 5 of my senses are being ripped from my body. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of the pain. I'm afraid of losing my senses. I'm afraid of being a corpse. And the most terrifying thing, disappearing without a trace for any reason at all. It is not right that I disappear here. My consciousness, shot through with waves of distortion, screams out against the injustice of it all. What was the purpose of suffering through those headaches just to fade away here now? And what were they all for if I just fade away here or now? I have to stand up. It's okay if I'm scared. It is okay if I'm in pain. I have to rise above all that. Because I have yet to fight my own violation, my own terms.
その魂、ちょっと待った。しばらく。
What?
どこの誰とかとか全然存じませんが、その慟哭、その頑張り。他の神様が聞き逃しても、私の耳にピンときました。羽化の御霊の神もご承覧あれ。この人を冥府に落とすのはまだ早すぎ。
I agree.
だってこのイケメン魂、きっと素敵な人ですから。ちょっと私にくださいな。
Sure. What happened? The sound of breaking glass is accompanied by a light cutting through the gloom. I managed to move my weary body and aching head to see what's happening. I did not notice it before, but something slowly rising up from the floor in the middle of the room. That form. Its appearance isn't much different from that of a human being, but something was different. Clearly so. Power emanating from it transcended that of any human, or of any enemy I've faced getting here. An awesome power that seems to be as if it vaporized anyone in touch, swirls within my body, almost against my will. Even if you were in I overdid that.
なんかドン引きしてません？あなたが私のご主人様。
I feel like Shiro.
いいんですよね。
I feel like Shiro will M me out right now. Yes.
やったー！契約成立。よろしくお願いしますね、マスター。何を隠そうこのこの私。ご主人様みたいな人のサーバントになりたいってずっと思っていたのです。まあ、
I don't know what to say.
ちょっと性能はピーキーなんで、マスター的には不満かもしれませんけど、精一杯頑張りますから。
That's the spirit, at least. I look so scared. She took hold of my hand and helps me to my feet. From the hand she grabbed comes a sudden warmth, then a sharp pain, like I've been cut by a knife. On the back of my hand, as though tattooed, is a strange symbol that looks like some kind of crest. Totally confused, I alternate between staring at the mark on my hand and the person standing before me. And then... it lives! A noise behind me brings me back to my senses. Turning around, I see that the effigy from before is still here, but now in a fighting stance. I wince uncontrollably, recalling my previous defeat at its hands. Master, if it's not any trouble, would you please leave this to me? Okay. I will obliterate that worthless wood until I erase any trace of its existence from this world. の力見せちゃいますね。 I don't know what she said there, but... Is that a break? It is. It seems to have leveled up too. Alright! I should have just chose that from the beginning. Could have won. Actually, I should try that. Level up! I also got my starting cash. The battered effigy stops moving. There's no way it'll still function after being effectively torn apart. Thanks to you, my dear master, I was able to win while only using 5% of my power. She continues to talk. However, the sound of her voice doesn't quite reach my ears. The heat coming from the mark on my hand grew in intensity during the fight, and the resulting pain has become unbearable and burns through my consciousness. The mark imprinted on your hand is your command seal. It is proof that you hold dominion over a servant. You cannot use it. You can use it to give 3 orders that must be obeyed. Think of them as disposable strengthening spells. It is also proof of your participation in the Holy Grail War. If you lose it for some reason, you will die. Ooh, harsh. Once again, I hear that voice. Somehow I manage to ignore the pain and listen to what it has to say. I can understand your confusion, but before I forget, congratulations, you have endured much to make it here. Now rest for a while. You have achieved your first goal. It was an incredibly clumsy effort, to say the least, but that's what made it all more entertaining. I've had this duty for a long time, but this is the first time I've ever seen a master as helpless as you. Ouch. Nevertheless, be proud of your achievement. Your quick thinking came as a result of nerves and rashness. Thinking about it, the voice sounds like that of a 30-year-old man, and is really irritating smug. But I'm not 30. That's an insult! For some reason, I can see the owner of the voice as a priest. Oh, okay, never mind. Dressed in a somber Cossack. Oh, you are curious about my identity? I'm honored, but insignificant. I'm merely part of the system. I'm just a guide, tasked with giving a standard message given to the personality of a prior participant. I'm no more than words, no more than the mountain you just conquered, no more than a record of the past. A record? So if I raise any objection to this voice, does it mean I won't receive any answers in return? Exactly. Well, this is unexpected. You have received a commendation. Something about you having a light. Quotation. I have no clue what to say to such a thing about me. But that short phrase stuck in my heart because, for some unknown reason, I knew the words were sincere. And I expect good things from you, seemed like more than a command than an encouragement. Now, let us commence your baptism. You have proven yourself worthy of the honor. For most, the monotony of everyday life continues on without end. Your decision to look beyond the accepted in progress means that you have earned the right to exist. However, you have but taken the first step. Be jubilant, young knight. The Holy Grail War begins now. I have no idea what he's talking about. The Holy Grail War? The right to exist? That is correct. An object of great power once existed in the world. The one that can grant any desire. People called it the Holy Grail and fought endlessly in an attempt to gain sole possession of it. This war, this system find yourself in now, is an evolution of those struggles. You stand at the entrance of a deadly struggle where many magi will perish in pursuit of the Holy Grail. Listen, magi, if I hadn't bestowed upon the earthly desire, you'd be merely saints capable of committing sin. Now, fight to the death. The fury throne of heaven will only receive block screensaver again with those the strongest of desires. Voice reverence throughout this hidden chapel as if it was the voice of God. Kill? Magi? The Holy Grail that grants wishes? These questions and more swirl in my head and almost seem to carve themselves in my flesh. In a war, a weapon is needed. That is your servant. They are the spear that pierces, the shield that protects. A legendary soul whose purpose is to clear your way to the Grail. That is the one who stands beside you. Blah. I look over at the young woman with the foxtail, who returns my look with a glowing smile. She is my servant. It seems you have decided, and with that decision as payment, I now open the gates to the Holy Grail War. The mark on my hand, my command seal, once again began to become a powerful, excruciatingly painful. It is over. I can't take it anymore. And collapse. Dead. I reach the limits of my endurance, and my mind starts to shut down as I lose consciousness. I can vaguely hear his final words. Now, let the Holy Grail War begin. No matter the era, deciding who is worthy through battle is the divine providence of man. Magi have been provided here by the moon. Show me your true strength. Please say progress. Please say yes. And glitchy screen of doom. I will save down here. Round 1, day 1. Tune in again for more Fate Extra.